And good evening. This is News 22 at 10. I'm Mike Collins.
And I'm Cindy Ward. News 22 has learned embattled-eyed USB professor Daniel Cohen has been terminated.
Sources at the university tell us that a letter has been sent to the former chancellor informing him he's been fired. Last week, school officials completed their investigation into Cohen. A female student complained Cohen retaliated against her after she filed a formal complaint against him. That student told News 22 tonight the university informed her that Cohen had been found guilty. Cohen has been on suspension during the investigation. Now, Cohen can still appeal the termination to the Faculty Review Board. Previously, Cohen lost a sexual harassment suit filed by a female employee. Well, in 7 days, Timothy McVeigh will be executed in Indiana, but tonight, Michiana heard all about capital punishment.
McVeigh will be given a lethal injection in the death chamber of the Terre Haute Federal Penitentiary next week. The condemned man admits he killed 168 people by blowing up the Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City. Timothy McVeigh wanted his execution televised for all to see. A closed-circuit broadcast will be available for family members of the victims. Audio tapes describing executions in Georgia have just recently surfaced. As News 22's Kirk Mason reports, Michiana residents got an opportunity tonight to hear an execution described.
The execution tapes is coming up next here on WVPE.
An execution as described by a Georgia prison worker in 1984 was broadcast across Michiana Tuesday night.
The execution is now in progress. When it first surge entered his body, he stiffened.
We felt that it was appropriate. It's an intelligent discussion of a controversial topic, and that's what we try to do with our program.
Elkhart Public Radio Station WVPE broadcast the execution tapes. A New York City station put the piece together.
I'm certainly not going to be the judge to say whether we should do this or not do this. More than anything, we wanted to provide the opportunity for listeners to make that decision themselves, whether they wanted to listen to it.
Some listeners chose not to listen.
She was disappointed that we were carrying it and that she'd be back with us, but to avoid the topic tonight and something that would disturb her, she wasn't going to listen.
The broadcast included an expert panel discussing the death penalty. Station General Manager Tim Eby says the goal of the broadcast is to get listeners thinking.
After listening to the recordings, to the broadcast itself,
From my vantage point, it seems that the inmate has relaxed somewhat. His fists are still clenched.
we felt confident that it discussed the issue in a manner that public radio listeners would expect.
WVPE's general manager and program manager discussed at length whether or not the station should run the program. After they listened to it, they felt it wasn't sensationalized, so they went with it. The piece had already run on countless public radio stations across the country.
And I understand that you've contacted the Michigan City Prison, and I understand there's not much chance of execution tapes in Indiana?
No, the official at the state prison in Michigan City told me that it is policy of that prison and the state not to tape executions, whether it be video or audio, so unless there's something strange happening, there shouldn't be any tapes out there.
Unless there's a rogue tape
exactly.
somewhere. Okay, Kirk, thanks very much. Well, the McVeigh execution is also impacting higher learning in Terre Haute.
A new class at Indiana State University delves into the moral issues of capital punishment. The professors believe students will change their personal beliefs on the death penalty, and they hope to teach that some issues don't have simple answers. Every 57 hours, a law enforcement officer is killed in the line of duty. Today, South Bend held a memorial for those officers. News 22's Mary Costello attended the ceremony. She joins us live with the emotion of this event, and it always is, isn't it, Mary?
Yeah, it certainly is. And Mike, ever since 1972, 15,000 men and women have given their lives protecting ours. Now, in the last century, 13 police officers here in South Bend have given their lives in the line of duty. Now, they've had a major impact on the force, on the community, and on their families. And left the people they loved the most behind. Annette DeGooch lost her husband, Paul, in August of '97.
Paul Richard DeGooch, shot while stopping a suspect.
You just numbness in you. There is no feeling. When reality sets in, hey, we've had one of our buddies killed.
And all for a simple reason.
It's our job to keep the bad guys away from the rest of you.
And in keeping away the bad guys, these men and women sometimes put themselves at great risk.
Every call is a risk. Some are higher risk than others.
But when the call came in for Paul DeGooch, there was no knowing it'd be his last call. DeGooch worked under Captain Williams, who says he places a high priority on officer safety because he doesn't want to go to any more funerals for his fellow officers.
I've been to 2 in my 28 years. I do not want to go to another, but it's always that possibility.
The possibility became reality for Annette DeGooch 4 years ago, but she hopes her husband's death will make others realize what's important.
Talk to your loved ones to let them know how much they do mean to you before it's too late. Paul and I would always say we loved each other and kiss goodbye.
This whole week is Law Enforcement Week here in South Bend, and police want us to remind you that they put their lives on the line every time they go out. So, Mike, we may want to remind ourselves that in case we have to deal with police anytime soon.
And in our business, we do on a daily basis.
You're right about that.
Mary Costello reporting live from police headquarters on West Sample Street. Well, police arrested a guard at the St. Joseph County Jail on charges of smuggling drugs into the jail. Police said they found 48-year-old Renard White with $60 worth of cocaine this morning. Police would not say what tipped them to begin their investigation. White will be housed at the Marshall County Jail for security reasons. A 19-year-old pleaded guilty to his role in the death of Jamar Ferguson. Police say the 12-year-old Ferguson died in a case of mistaken identity. In exchange for the plea, prosecutors will drop several other charges against D'Angelo Chick. Chick will have to testify against 4 other suspects. He'll also serve 45 years in prison. And here now is a look at news county by county.
In Berrien County, a concern around St. Joseph. According to a new study, Lake Michigan is dangerously polluted. The Chicago-based study shows air pollutants like PCBs are piling up in the Great Lake. It's still safe enough for swimming, but area businesses are concerned because Lake Michigan supplies tourists the majority of their income. In St. Joseph County, good news for South Bend's Honeywell Aircraft Landing Systems. It's won a $7.8 million contract with the Navy. That won't create any new positions, but does make the 900 jobs already there more secure for the next 3 years. And the local economy benefits. Honeywell spends $10 million a year for supplies just in St. Joe and Elkhart counties. And in Elkhart County, despite the downturn in the economy and rising gasoline prices, the Jayco company is expanding. It has begun work on a new line of high-end motorhomes. This comes at a time when some RV companies are laying off workers and reducing hours. Jayco believes the economy and industry is coming back, though it is moving slowly. The initial plant startup will create only 42 new jobs. Another warm day in Michiana, but that may change. Rick joins us with some possible storms tomorrow night. Right, Rick?
You bet. Those storms are ahead of a cold front that promised to bring us some much colder air by the time we get to the weekend, but they're creating quite a lot of noise out in the upper Midwest. Doppler 22 Storm Tracker will show us exactly what's happening. The flashing you see on your screen, that's cloud-to-ground lightning, which just in the past 5 minutes. So some big-time thunderstorms ahead of a cold front right through here. And you can see out ahead of that front lots of shower and thunderstorm activity that we'll be dealing with late tomorrow. In fact, your forecast first is for readings in the 50s first thing in the morning, 77 at lunchtime, and 82 for the afternoon high. Again, some thunderstorms late in the day, but especially tomorrow night. We'll show you all the severe weather happening out west, plus talk about our severe weather chances tomorrow coming up on News 22 at 10.
See you in a few minutes, Rick.
And coming up on News 22 at 10, which Rick just said, we'll go live to Los Angeles in the Country Music Awards.
Plus, go backstage for Indiana's most popular game show, the Hoosier Millionaire.
And need to know more? Smoking could cause brain damage. That's in your Health Matters.
Then the Penn rugby team gets ready for the Nationals in Ohio.
You're watching News 22 at 10 with Cindy Ward and Mike Collins. Your Storm Tracker forecast with meteorologist Rick Mecklenburg and Bill Pikus with sports. We're 22 WSBT, together making a difference.
There's not enough time in the day, but there are 13 hours to get what you want. Marshall Field's 13-hour sale, this Friday only.
You're going to find this hard to believe, but I've got this reputation for being a little tight with money. Sure, I like shopping at Big Lots. I mean, who wouldn't like getting brand names like this for next to nothing? But does my entire existence revolve around saving money? No, sirree.
Hey, mister, I think you dropped a penny.
A penny.
Just in time for Mother's Day, assorted Capizio handbags are now $9.99 each.
Big Lots, brand names, closeout prices.
your complete door and window store. This Pella full-use storm and screen door features double weather stripping to cut high-energy bills and a lifetime warranty. On sale, $189. Pro-line windows have maintenance-free exteriors, wood interiors, and high-performance glass. Casements have fold-away handles, on sale starting at $129. Get the best with Pella from Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We have a town I'd pass every day that did not have clean drinking water. The water from that open reservoir was going into their homes. I'm extremely happy that Walmart was able to step in and help with a clean water grant for a new water system.
Now they can open that faucet up and take a good glass of fresh water.
Giving this town fresh, clean drinking water. It was just the right thing to do.
That means a lot, believe me.
Country music's biggest and brightest shine tonight at the Academy of Country Music Awards in Los Angeles.
And Teresa Estacio joins us live from the Universal Amphitheater with more on tonight's big winners. Teresa.
Well, Cindy, on my country music certainly took LA by a storm this evening. Everyone was so dressed up, and they were excited to find out exactly who would be some of the lucky winners. Country Music's star-studded award show began with first-time host Leanne Rimes poking fun at her well-publicized personal troubles.
And here, well, here's how I'll look when my current record deal expires.
For the third year in a row, the Dixie Chicks won Top Vocal Group. This year, however, only Marty Seidel was there to pick up the award.
Natalie's been taking care of this guy, and Emily's been trying to make a baby of her own, so...
It wasn't the only birth announcement.
Lisa Hartman Black gave birth to a bouncing baby girl last night.
CBS's morning show, Jane Clayson stepped in to award the top vocal event, surprising winner Leanne Womack, who said that she had gotten used to losing against Faith Hill.
This is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm very unexpected, but it was just wonderful. Thank you.
It was her second win of the night.
And the song of the year is I Hope You Dance. Leanne Womack, Sons of the Desert, written by Mark D.
Hardly a loser, she won again for top single. And that's not all. Some of the other winners included Toby Keith. He took home Record of the Year, Top Male Vocalist of the Year. In addition, Faith Hill took Top Female Vocalist and the big award, Entertainer of the Year. Well, that went to the Dixie Chicks. Reporting live here in Los Angeles, I'm Teresa Stasio. Back to you, Cindy and Michael.
All right, Teresa, thank you very much. Dixie Chicks doing it year after year. Thank you.
Now, meteorologist Rick Mecklenburg with your Doppler 22 Storm Tracker forecast.
Another look at Doppler 22 Storm Tracker showing dry conditions across Michiana where we are. But check out this line of showers and thunderstorms represented by the flashing on your screen across parts of Wisconsin, Iowa, and even back into the Plain States. These are huge thunderstorms, which we can see as we expand the view and show you what's happening across the Midwest on our Midwest network of Doppler radars. These storms extend from just about the UP of Michigan down into Iowa and Kansas. These are huge thunderstorms, and they've produced numerous severe weather boxes at this hour. In fact, we have tornado watches in effect for parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, severe thunderstorm watches to the south and north of that. And it looks like the severe weather threat may be translated into parts of our area by late in the day tomorrow and especially tomorrow night. This area in red is being outlined by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma as having the threat of severe thunderstorms, and a little daytime heating could trigger some severe weather here in Michiana late in the day and into the evening hours for tomorrow night. But tonight, no problems whatsoever. It is just terrific out there. 66 is our current temperature with a dew point of only 46. Relative humidity 48%, steady pressure, and a southerly wind at 9 miles per hour. It's nice just about everywhere tonight. Some other temperatures include 67 up along the Sunset Coast, at 70 in Elkhart, and 65 in Goshen. Very nice indeed. Across the Midwest, you can see what's happening. Lots of 70s to our southwest. And out ahead of this cold front tomorrow, we should warm into the lower 80s before the temperature takes a nosedive for the upcoming weekend. And anytime we go from very warm to noticeably cooler, showers and thunderstorms are certainly the result. The cold front tonight is in the northern plains. Tomorrow morning, it will be in Wisconsin and approaching northwestern Illinois. Watch what happens as we look into the future and put these maps into motion. You can see our sunshine is replaced by showers and thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow into tomorrow night and early Friday. But I think by the end of the day on Friday, we'll see high pressure build in and a return to sunshine. Lots of sunshine for the upcoming weekend. Looks like Mother Nature will cooperate for Mother's Day weekend. And she's cooperating tonight, too, with overnight lows only in the upper 50s. Afternoon highs tomorrow will be very mild. After highs in the upper 70s today, we will be in the lower 80s for tomorrow. And then some cooler air moving in for the weekend. Well, your storm tracker forecast overnight tonight includes partly cloudy conditions and a low of 57. Then for tomorrow, we'll see a nice day with a high of 82, though there is a chance of some late thunderstorm activity that will continue tomorrow night as we drop down to 55. Only 68 on Friday with morning showers, giving way to some late sunshine. Saturday, only 58, an overnight low on Saturday night of 37. Then we start warming up on Sunday and into next week. So while it will be noticeably colder over the weekend, certainly nothing unheard of this time of year.
Oh,
this is
no.
early May. It could be a lot worse.
Hey, we want to mention now, before people can plan their evening, that if you haven't heard this, Senators Dick Lugar and Evan Bayh will be doing the top 10 list on Letterman tonight. Seriously. Right?
Yep,
I think there's 8
true.
others, but they have 10 senators, including our 2 from Indiana, doing the top 10 list tonight. So stay up late.
Well, when it comes to game shows, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire may have the final answer, but it's the Hoosier Millionaire that's been handing out the big money for more than 11 years.
The popular show, which airs on 22 WSBT on Saturday night. Recently, they visited South Bend as part of the road show. And News 22's Charlie Adams goes backstage with Hoosier Millionaire.
In this cutthroat business of television, it's not very often that you find a combination that works for over 11 years. But the Hoosier Millionaire game show has found that combination with Mark Patrick, Tony Lamont, and Barbara Hobbs. Together, they've helped crown more than 150 millionaires.
When the Hoosier Millionaire game show comes to town, it's almost like a rock concert atmosphere. People lining up hours before the show, fans going wild. And it's not just the free money that packs them in. The popular host also attract a crowd.
So when we get a chance to go out and do this is exciting for us. We get a chance to see the people that actually watch the show.
In the 12, 13 years that we've done it, I think it's become very much a part of Indiana. I think we're really a direct reflection of the people in the state.
For the 3 of us, to still be a team, and I think we're more than that, too. I mean, these guys, they're my brothers.
And that chemistry between Mark, Tony, and Barbara has been working since the show started in 1989. They've helped make dreams come true and made plenty of people laugh.
It's an awesome feeling having the groupies that I do, but unlike the rock stars, mine are all over 71 years old.
And while Mark deals with those groupies before the show, the contestants, meanwhile, enjoy a pre-show dinner at a downtown hotel. But the royal treatment doesn't stop there.
I'm very happy to say this is the first and last time.
Hey, when there's $1 million on the line, these guys don't mind one bit about putting on a little makeup.
Everybody wants to have a shot at something magic. And I think this show is full of magic.
And it's that magic that's helped make the show so popular. Lottery officials get thousands of entries every week with people hoping to be on the show. And we'll show you Thursday night, whenever they take the act on the road like they did to South Bend recently, the show gets even wilder.
All right, Charlie, thank you. And tomorrow night on News 22 at 10, more Backstage with Hoosier Millionaire. They are very nice people. Everybody that went down there and did our report said the trio, terrific folks.
Good to work with.
And coming up, a way for women to get back lost libido. That's in Your Health Matters.
Plus, the Silverhawks try to fight off Fort Wayne at the Cove, but first, the lottery numbers.
There's something big happening at Subway. 2 new gourmet breads. Delicious Asiago cheese with real Asiago cheese baked on top, and tasty country wheat with rolled oats, poppy seeds, and more. Subway's 2 new fresh-baked gourmet breads. They're causing quite a stir.
Hey, nice pajamas!
Subway. Eat fresh.
That's an angel throwing a curveball.
We are all born dreamers. At Key, we'll bring together the right people with the right resources to help you achieve anything, even a PhD.
Look.
That's an angel throwing a curveball.
Key, achieve anything.
Come out of hibernation, stick your nose out of that hole. Wiggle out of those blankets, has the cold taken its toll? It's the time, this is the place, this is the spot, show us your face. This is the time, this is the spot. Rip and Winkle unite, there's a million reasons and a single source. The spring spot. We are the foundation, together you and me. We are friends and neighbors,
Keep your eye
we
on
are
it.
family.
Good try. Stay with it. Go outside. Good swing, though. It's all right. Stay with it.
Everett's a real helpful guy. That's why he fits in so well at South Bend Medical Foundation. He likes the idea of being helpful to people in the community.
We are the foundation of a strong community.
Your Health Matters is sponsored by the South Bend Medical Foundation.
Can a common antidepressant boost a woman's libido?
News 22's Deborah Daniel has the answer, plus a common habit that could damage your brain.
There's new hope for women with low sex drive. A new study in the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy says a common antidepressant may also have libido-boosting benefits. Researchers started 51 women with hypoactive sexual desire disorder on a treatment regimen of sustained-released Wellbutrin tablets. After 8 weeks, 40% reported increases in sexual arousal, sexual fantasies, and sexual activity. These preliminary findings may pave the way to better treatments for female sexual dysfunction. You know smoking is bad for you, and now that new reports say it's also bad for your brain. Doctors at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center say cigarette smoking can cause brain aneurysms, and young women are especially at risk. Brain aneurysms are weak spots in brain arteries that can burst, causing death or permanent disability in 60% of those affected. Researchers say if you're a young woman who smokes, check with your doctor about being screened for aneurysms. Deborah Daniel, News 22.
And coming up next, the Cubs try to get back to their winning ways.
And Clay and Washington battle for South Bend bragging rights.
Looking for shelter from the storm? Don't know which way the economic winds are blowing? Experts recommend a diversified financial plan, which includes investments in cash. Consider an FDIC-insured product from First Source Bank. The certificate of deposit offers a guaranteed interest rate over a set period of time. A First Source portfolio account allows easy access to your money while earning a premium rate. And no matter what the weather, your return is guaranteed. First Source Bank.
The best window value isn't reflected by its price tag alone. Hi, I'm Mark Young for Big C Lumber, your local Anderson Excellence dealer. Upfront savings on some windows may soon be lost through higher maintenance and energy costs. That's why we recommend trusted, performance-proven Anderson windows and patio doors. You'll realize the extra value of Anderson windows through low maintenance costs and big energy savings. Ask Big C about the long-term value of Anderson windows now.
Think big, Big C.
Tomorrow morning, our friends from Pet Refuge join us in the studio with another furry friend, and we'll have the latest from the art world as we head out live to Imagine That. Hope to see you first thing Thursday.
Every time you use your Martin's Advantage card, you could spring into green and win one of 224 shopping sprees. This week, you'll save some green on North Star Old Fashioned cones. 2 for $4. Save $2.38. Gourmet recipe turkey breast, $3.99 a pound. Save $1.80 a pound. Grandma's salads, $1.49 a pound. Save 50 cents a pound. And Roundy's multi-purpose contact solution. Buy one, get one free. Save $3.99.
Martin Supermarkets, count on us for service and savings.
Hey, bro, what's up with the gas mileage on this truck?
Let's find out.
Wait a second, bro. Dude, you're Ricky Rudd. Man, you won tons of races on fuel mileage.
So?
So you're like trying to teach me a lesson.
I believe I'm schooling you.
Ford Ranger with 0-9 financing or up to $2,000 cash from your Northern Indiana Ford store.
Well, can we make a pit stop?
I guess not.
With so many businesses and law firms changing names, how can you be sure you found the right firm? That's easy. Choose a name that never changes.
Now, Bill Pikus with Big Board Sports.
Welcome to sports, everyone. The Penn rugby team will journey off to nationals for the third straight year next weekend in Columbus, Ohio. Only 12 teams in the entire country make it that far. Tonight, they met Marion in a warm-up match from Mary Frank Elementary Field. Of course, rugby, it's like basketball, soccer, football, all mixed into one. Penn team finished 11th in the nation last season, and this year they say they're looking to break the top 5. Number 15 from Penn, Ryan Cole, he had a couple nice runs. Of course, whenever you bunches together, that's called a scrum, in case you didn't know. 22-21, Penn goes on to win, and we'll have more on them next week before they take off for the championship. On to the majors. The White Sox are moving on up, trying to get out of that cellar. 3 straight wins has vaulted the Sox out of last place, meeting the Angels tonight, trying for win number 4. Could they get it with the bases full? Magliore-Donez deep, but not deep enough for a homer, but deep enough for a double, and also clears the bases. That would tie the game up at 5 apiece. Then we go to the bottom of the 9th, where Jose Valentin, with a runner on, shoots one out there. And the White Sox, they go on to win by a final of 6-5. Cubs playing tonight as well.
Minnesota, the Yankees scoreless in the
Cubs looking pretty good with Kevin Tapney on the mound. Watch the nice defense right there. 2 Cubs help out with the play to get the out. Matt Stairs, he would go deep, giving the Cubs a nice big lead, and they would hold on to that lead as they go on to win tonight by a final of 6-3. Silverhawks and Wizards from the Cove. Andy Green rips one hit to make the infamous Wizard fan bite his tongue, at least for a while. Green left stranded, though. Steve Neal, he was busy at first base. Some good defense. Keeps it himself there, and almost the same play. Keeps it himself again. 3-2, though. Fort Wayne would go on to win this one. Clay and Washington in an NIC matchup. Roof. Clay's Tony Iorio belts one into the outfield, scoring 2. Colonials making it 7-2 at that point. And Washington's Elliott Whitmer with the nice sinker pitch, getting the strikeout. Whitmer would throw a wild one later on, and another Colonial would pass. Clay goes on to win by a final of 9-3. NBA action, Larry Brown, he's got Allen Iverson tonight. He used him effectively. Iverson outscored his teammates combined, getting a career high 54 points in the playoffs. He was responsible for 19 of the Sixers' final 20 points. 97-92 the final. Game 3 coming up on Friday night. That's a lot of points.
Did you hear the oohing and awing over here when the golden retriever came up?
Was that Rick?
They both have retrievers.
They like dogs?
Yep. Well, we all like dogs,
Yeah.
but
All right.
you know.
Yeah, it was a cute dog.
I got to get a dog then.
Who on television would say they don't like dogs? Rick is next with a last look at the weather.
Mom always knows what you want, but what about her? Come to Kohl's Mother's Day 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday only from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Save on hundreds of items store-wide, like our entire selection of fine jewelry for Mom. Save on all our women's coordinates. Save on all picture frames and all kitchen electrics. Kohl's Mother's Day 2-day sale this Friday and Saturday only from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Not old enough to drive? Dad'll take you. Kohl's, that's more like it.
If you've ever eaten at regular fast food places, here are a few things you've never tasted before. Thick sliced honey wheat bread, all soft and fresh. Tender slow roasted turkey breast, sliced just so. Natural Swiss, and more flavorful toppings. Introducing Market Fresh Sandwiches, a totally fresh idea from Arby's. Let us make one for you. Market Fresh Sandwiches, something new from Arby's to satisfy your grown-up tastes.
Don't wait for clearance time to get a great deal, because Gurley Leap Chrysler is offering clearance prices right now. 25 Sebring convertibles, clearance price from $299 a month. $299 a month. New Chrysler minivans, clearance price from $239 a month. $239 a month. And get this, factory financing as low as 0.9% or cash back up to $4,000. Get clearance prices right now at Gurley Leap Chrysler, Grape and Douglas, Mishawaka.
My name's Brooke. I live here with my mom, my dad, and my brother Blake.
A recent storm severely damaged many homes in the neighborhood, including the DeYoungs.
It was a big storm. It sounded like big rocks hitting the house.
They called their American Family agent.
This is my bedroom. It's my favorite place.
American Family worked quickly to put their home back the way it was.
I just love my house.
All your protection under one roof.
Thank you.
American Family Insurance.
An equal housing insurer.
Your car is keeping dirty little secrets. It's a breeding ground for germs, dirt and grime, bacteria. Zap bacteria now with Z-Bart's new antibacterial disinfecting process. Z-Bart thoroughly cleans and disinfects your interior with enough bacteria zapping power to kill common germs. Protect your family with Z-Bart's new antibacterial detailing process.
Now just $89.95. Z-Bart, the detailing accessories protection people.
We've got some storms headed our way. You can see them now.
We can on Doppler 22 Storm Tracker. We're not seeing any rain on Storm Tracker. This is well beyond the radar range, but the flashing you see, believe it or not, that's cloud-to-ground lightning within the past 5 minutes. There are a lot of lightning strikes on this map, so there's some big-time thunderstorms firing up across parts of Wisconsin, Iowa, and even into Kansas and Missouri off the map. Those storms are ahead of a cold front, which is moving our direction. So we'll wake up to some sunshine tomorrow, see temperatures soar into the lower 80s. I think that combination of heat, an approaching cold front, and an increase in humidity will lead to showers and thunderstorms around here late in the day tomorrow, especially tomorrow night and into Friday morning. Noticeably colder behind the cold front, with overnight lows falling into the 30s and 40s over the weekend, and afternoon highs in the upper 50s to middle 60s, which really is below normal, but not unheard of in early May.
No,
not
we've
at
even
all.
had snow in May.
May 11th, 1966, Cindy, we had 0.6 of an inch of snow.
Oh, let's not go there, Rick.
But
we're just 2 days away from that.
Yeah. Okay, 2 days. Thanks.
And that is News 22 at 10. Remember, next on David Letterman, Senators Dick Lugar and Evan Bayh will be doing the top 10 list.
This should be good. They got 10 of them all together. And tomorrow in News 22, first thing in the morning, they'll be joined by the Pet Refuge. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Everybody loves camping.
Unfortunately, Travis normally is working.
So we go by ourselves. We're nature girls. Yeah, we're nature girls. Roasting marshmallows, watching the stars at night.
To get ready for a camping trip, we load up everybody to go to Walmart.
Oh, look at the lanterns.
They always have good quality stuff.
Great camping equipment. Bullseye!
They can get all the stuff they want, and I can afford to pay for it.
Get everything for the great outdoors right here at Walmart.
We got it all at Walmart.
Why go anywhere else?
Dan, I just heard you're leaving.
Yeah.
Can I have your chair?
You're changing jobs. Usually that means a tough decision about your old 401k.
Congratulations. Anyone call dibs on your shelves?
So we've made setting up a key rollover IRA easy to achieve. Just call 1-888-KEY-2020 and we'll do the rest, because you've got enough to deal with when you start a new job.
Excuse me. The guy who had this office before you said I could have this. Oh, and welcome aboard.
To understand your rollover options, ask for our free booklet.
Lucky you. Your local True Value has everything you need to take care of life's little surprises, and you'll get in and out fast. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
Don't miss True Value's Bargains of the Month for May. Get 1.2-gallon bonus size Armor All Easy Deck Wash for $2.67, La Palma resin chairs for $3.77 each, or a Green Thumb Selecta Spray nozzle for $4.99. On sale now at participating True Value hardware stores.
A beautiful day on Lake Michigan.
The wind picks up, the waves get worse, and suddenly two friends are in the water fighting for their lives. Only one survives.
If I was going to go, it wasn't going to be by giving up.
News 22 tells a Michiana man's real-life survival story. What does it take to live through 18 hours in Lake Michigan? How has it changed his outlook on life? Find out by watching Michiana Survivor Against All Odds, tomorrow at 5 on 22 WSBT.
These are tires. Their primary job is to get you from here to there safely. At Discount Tire Company, we've been selling the world's best brands of tires for over 40 years. So stop by today for a great deal on Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Goodyear tires. Thousands in stock and ready to go. Count on us that we'll be here to help you get there safely. Great brands, great prices, Discount Tire Company. Now you know.
What's life like for the survivors now that they're home? Back from the Outback, CBS Thursday.